far away from the busy cities. There is a place, seemingly quiet and untouched. This is one of the most remote inhabited areas in Europe. Located in the country of Georgia, the Tusheti region is part of the Caucasus mountain range that connects Europe and Asia. It's accessible only by a single 72-kilometer gravel road that climbs above 2,800 meters. A road closed for nearly half of the year due to snow, cutting the valley off from the outside world. This isolation has shaped Tusheti's identity. It protects the land, but it also draws a certain kind of traveler. The kind that seeks silence, wilderness, and authenticity. But as access gets easier, more and more people start to come in, threatening to erase the very wildness they all came to find. To understand what's truly at stake, let's first take a look at the history of Tusheti. Over more than 3 millennia, Tusheti's culture formed around a defensive herding society. Tushetian warriors used the iconic stone towers to defend their villages in the mountains. Religion here is layered and includes older practices alongside Christianity. People still respect sacred shrines, called kati, which have strict rules about who may enter or participate, and most sites remain off-limits to women. In the 1950s, during the Soviet period, wintering in the highlands was outlawed and families were forced to move to the lowlands. Things improved in the following decades, but after the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, the safety net disappeared. There was no electricity, fuel ran out, and cash was short. In the early 2000s, conditions stabilized under the new government. In 2003, Tusheti gained protected area status. This captured the attention of people and soon after started to attract adventure travelers from all over the world, marking the start of tourism for the region.
საბჭოთა პერიოდში მოხდა თუშეთის დაცლა და მოსახლეობის გადასახლება ბარად. ხო და აი ამ ტური ინდუსტრიის განვითარებით ხდება მოსახლეობის კვლავ მობრუნება და ჩართვა ამ საქმიანობაში ტურისტული დაცული ნაკრძალის სტატუსი, ისე რომ აი ამ ხრივაც ყურადღება ექცევა, რომ არ გაქრეს ეს ტრადიციული არქიტექტურა და მოხდეს მისი ადაპტაცია იმასთან. ტურიზმთან, რომელსაც აინტერესებს კულტურის ყველა სფერო, მათ შორის როგორი იყო მშენებლობა.
It's grow like minimum like maybe 50% because the road is getting better and better. In the past, the people were afraid of the road, that's why like they didn't come up here. And because the BBC and the social media say that Tusheti is the most dangerous road, so people were afraid. And now they are making the better and better. They are working on the roads, and it's already 2 years. We have very good road. It's like a highway, if you can say that. And like we have more tourists.
But this promise isn't just about restoring old homes. In a country with lots of economic challenges, it's also about building a future.
I don't want to leave my country, and if in Georgia, if you have just one job, like maybe cheese making or any maybe taxi driver, just one job, it's practically impossible to live normally, and you need several works to earn money to live normally.
We have big immigration from the Georgia. So many young people left Georgia because of today's situation. And when they we will get more tourism and people will start going back to the villages, and we will bring our people back, I think. Hopefully. Let's see.
But the promise of tourism fueled by the road improvements and protected status doesn't come for free. The very regulations that are supposed to preserve Tusheti's landscape also creates new burdens.
We have many problems about it. For example, use wood here, so it's illegal. We have to buy maybe in Gacheti or somewhere in Tusheti. It's quite expensive.
This new economic pressure shifts the focus. Families find themselves tending to guest houses and businesses, with less time for each other. Additionally, more and more business is done with the lowlands, instead of within the communities.
When I was a child, we had a different relationship in the village. We were always together, we were always even if me and my neighbors, we did not eat the food without each other, calling each other. But now it's changing step by step because everybody is on their own ways, everybody making their own stuff business, so everybody is busy and there is not this same relationship like in the past. It makes me sad, but what can we do?
Traditional jobs like herding and cheese making struggle to keep up. They don't scale like a guest house business. And as the cost of living rises for everyone, this traditional way of life faces increasing pressures. This creates a fragile dependency, as the region's economy becomes tied to a steady flow of tourists.
So about 15 years ago, so when someone like you, guests or tourists or maybe my friends arrive, it was absolutely amazing and different situation. Now this road is quite new one and tourists start moving and more tourists arrive here.
Today, locals are happy to see visitors, but as the numbers grow and the specialness fades, that genuine connection risks becoming just another transaction. In the end, change itself isn't the enemy. It's inevitable. The real question is how the Tushetian people decide to manage this change, whether it's a conscious decision or simply a reaction to outside forces. There is a growing fear that this new economy, while promising, is also creating a dangerous new dependency.
ისეთი აღარ არის როგორც ადრე იყო, მაგრამ მე არ ვფიქრობ, რომ მარტო ტურიზმით უნდა იცხოვროს თუშეთმა შე უნდა განვითარდეს მეურნეობა, ტრადიციული მეურნეობები და ასე შემდეგ. ალბათ მოვა ეგ დროს, რომ საჭიროება გახდება ამის განვითარების, მიწათმოქმედების, მებოსტნეობის, მეცხვარეობის, რძის ნაწარმის დამუშავების.
The path forward, he argues, isn't to reject the new economy, but to save the old ones alongside it. To ensure tourism is part of the future, but not the only future.
Არა, ბიზნესად არ გადიიქცევ. ჩვენ თუ შეხალ თუ არ დაკარგ თავის წესრიგი და თავის წესრიგით თუ ჩაატარეს დღეობებია თუ ლოცვაა თუ ხატობა. ტურისტ არაფერ იმას არ იმექა. ტურისტ პირიქით უფრო გაძლიერებს.
This is the boundary they are fighting to hold. And for the visitor, the responsibility is clear.
And my wish is respect our traditions, respect our culture. Before you come up to the Tusheti, just read about the Tusheti, just ask the people about the Tusheti, what we accept, what we don't. Because we are mountain people, we have our own rules and traditions here. Maybe it's saying rudely, but it's like this. So just respect it and just take care about of this place where you're going. So yeah, I wish people come back, Tushetian young people come back in their country and their place, and just don't lose our traditions and culture.
Tusheti's story shows the delicate balance of improving access while managing the costs. It demands a new way of thinking from the Tushetian people. That is, a shift away from short-term to long-term planning. To ensure the future they build is a conscious choice and not just a reaction to the crowds.
Are you alright?
Yeah, he's my best friend.
What do you think about the wine?
I think the wine's the best. It's his wine, so
I'm very drunk.